What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are back on some more of that standard 2022 grind, and we're playing a Mardu deck. Matter of fact, we're playing Mardu Clerics, but not Clerics like you've seen them before. This is a cool deck that comes from another streamer friend of mine, JRR2. We feature some stuff of his on the channel before. The dude's just a wild mind on the deck building slant, so you know what? I decided, hey, let's take a look at this thing and see if it's any good. And let me tell you, this is going to be one hell of a ride. Now, I'm classifying this deck as Clerics, but it does actually have a few non-Clerics in it, just to make it function. But the basis of the deck is kind of a bunch of Clerics, which is why we're calling it that. Also, while we have an opportunity, don't forget to check out shop.ultrapro.com. Awesome place where you can get stuff for all your Magic needs, storage supplies, all that good stuff. But also, they have stuff for Pokemon, anime, and a bunch of other things too. Check them out. They support a lot of awesome content creators, and they are big supporters of the local game stores. So one more reason to, do some business with Ultra Pro. All right. So starting at the top, we have Professor of Symbology. We all kind of know what this is. We've been seeing it a lot at this point for Standard 22. I think we're going to see a lot in Standard going forward. Just play it. Go get something from your lessons. Then we have two Null Priests of Oblivion. This is to return something out of the graveyard. And believe it or not, we actually use that ability. But sometimes the Menace and the Lifelink is going to be good too. Magmatic Channeler. This is a card that I think a lot of us experimented with when it first released, but we kind of got away from it over time. But this is one where it helping you discard to put stuff in the graveyard is actually relevant. The exile part is a little tough, but sometimes if you just need to hunt, it's a relevant card for that too. And it's a 1/3 body, so you don't have to worry about stuff like the likes of Shambling Gas and things of that nature. Righteous Valkyrie. This is going to be a key part of the deck because we're trying to gain life. Get things back out of the yard, just get tons and tons of things. You're going to see how this all comes together here in a second. We are also playing Seize the Spoils, which lets us discard cards as well, create treasures, so we can play some of our more expensive things because we have quite a few of them. So that extra gold is going to come in handy. We are playing a full set of Aura, Skyclave Hierophant, and I know some people say, it's a legend, whatever, why are we playing 4? Trust me, you want to be able to draw it, and 4 is the right number. I considered it after playing a couple of test games and taking him out, but nope. I'm going to play 4. He played 4. I'm leaving him. Same thing here. This is another thing. You're going to look at this and say, Valkyrie Harbinger. This thing costs 6 mana and you're playing 4? Absolutely. And this is why we need those extra things to kind of get treasure or whatever as we go along. Now, I will also say this. The cool part is if you have a Righteous Valkyrie, this comes into play. Boom, you gain 5. End of turn, you get an Angel, you gain 4. So you're up 9 life just from these coming into play, and your opponent still has to attack past those. Then if you chump block, all right, you block and then you gain another 4. So you make another Angel and then that Angel comes into play and then, that whole thing. Now, if it dies, it doesn't do anything because it has to be in play at the end of turn. But we can solve that with cards like Haunting Voyage, which is pretty awesome, right? With so many things that are Clerics, you can go ahead and foretell this, get all your Clerics at once. They all get their triggers. That's a really big thing if you need a comeback play. Or you can just use it for 6 to get a certain one back if you need to. Thwart the Grave. This also lets you get 2 copies, or well, 2 of a Cleric, a Rogue, a Wizard, or Warrior. So you can choose 2 Clerics, and that's totally fine. You can get those into play. But everything here, including the Channeler, I believe, is a Wizard. So you can get them all back if you need to at different points in the game. Fantastic. But here's the secret sauce. Because this card looks terrible. But Returned Pass Caller. This is where I give JRR2 all the credit, because I feel like the rest of the deck I would have probably come up with and gotten to, but this part, I don't know if I would have made the leap to go here, but it's actually really critical. And the reason is, when this comes into play, you can return a Thwart the Grave. So effectively, you can keep, as long as you block with this, or sacrifice it, or whatever, like, you can keep just getting 2 things, like Return Pass Caller and something out of the graveyard. They come into play, then you go ahead and get this back. It gets back to Thwart the Grave, and you just keep doing that every other turn. And if you have Righteous Valkyrie in play, you're getting all that life. If Aura is coming back into play, you're getting the Aura triggers when it dies, so you're getting even more creatures. It's a ball of stuff. It's pretty crazy. And I know some of that may seem confusing if you're newer, but when we get into some games, it'll make a little more sense. And then he is playing 1 of Maria's Call. Fine, we do get to make some Angels. Remember, when you use this too, your creatures do get indestructible until your next turn, which is a big deal. It means you can chump block forever, especially if you have life linkers out. That's huge. Also means if you just need to attack, you can attack freely and know that nothing's going to happen to you. Then the lands, kind of what you expect. 2 plains, 2 swamps, 1 mountain, 4 of each pathway. We're playing 4 Sulphur's Mire and 2 Lowerhold Campus. And yes, the Lowerhold Campuses do matter. Don't take them out. Scrying is critical in some of your games, especially as they go long and you have a ton of extra mana. But whew, that's it. So as always, we're going to play some games. At the end of the games, we're going to talk about what would we change, what do we like, what do we not like about the deck list, and we're going to have a card spotlight for you. And I got a little too aggressive with some things, so let's see what's up with this deck. We're going to put this down. See if we draw possibly a mountain or some such. Nope. I wish I would have had that turn 1. That would have been nice. Okay. Clarion Spirit sounds good. Man, this feels like a best case scenario against the white aggro deck here. I'm gonna need to get that in the yard if I want to use it with the Thort to Grave, but I think I'm gonna try that next turn. And just pass. Actually, I mean, I guess I could just do it with a Magmatic Channeler. Because I at least get to discard once. So maybe that's the best thing. Maybe I just... Ah, dang it. It's going to exile it, so I can't... Well, Thort the Grave is going to get taken here. It'd be foolish for it not to. Really? Really, opponent? Okay, I wonder what else they have in hand then. Because that does not feel like the decision I would have made. Alright, well... I mean... I guess. We'll discard the Harbinger to one of these. So it's at least protected in the yard. Oh no. Oh no. We're not going to get to play either of these. And they're getting exiled. That sucks. That did not go well. Too bad I didn't have a cleric earlier. If I'd had a cleric earlier on this turn, we'd have been in business. Alright, please don't have another Spellbinder? Apparition. Okay, that's a little problematic only because it makes that cost more. But otherwise, not the worst thing. Is going to make it difficult for me to attack because Spellbinder plus 2 tokens is going to be 5 power, so I'd only get 1 angel out of that exchange. So I'll have to work on that part. Thank you for the like, by the way. Yeah, sure, that gets a counter. Attack through, opponent. That's weird, but sure, I'll block, I guess. Oof, that did not work at all. Now we're in a bit of trouble. I think we're just going to look for a land. Okay, well, there were 2 lands there. I guess we'll just take the swamp. It doesn't really matter here. I mean, that's... Yep, it's all I can really do. I mean, if it dies, it dies. I mean, there's not a lot we can do about it here. Yep. Hey, thanks for the 100 stars, Mark. So yeah, what I need to do is probably find the little 2/1 professor that lets me learn. And then I could exile the Spellbinder and then start attacking. That's probably the best thing we could do. Is this doing only during our instep? Of each instep. Okay, cool. So even if we block, we'll get a 4/4. I mean, yeah, I think that's our only real out. We're gonna have to find that so we can exile the Spellbinder. Because right now, until they have 5 1/1s in the air, we're actually mostly okay with the Harbinger. Or if they find something to give all the creatures +1/+1, then that'll be a problem, because that's just a lot of damage to survive. Oh, the opponent just came with it? Oh gosh, why? Why are they doing this? 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 8, 11, 14 total. But we're gonna get life. Do they have something to give something protection for 1 white? That doesn't exist in the format. I mean, I guess we block here because this is gonna be the real problem. Well, no. I mean, if we just block here, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm blocking. If they got something, they got something. Sure. Okay, so they were basically just giving up on us. Got it. I don't have anything in the yard to get back with good old Aura, so that's sad. We have flying and lifelink, so yeah. I mean, time to make more angels. And I think I'm going to go ahead and discard Aura here. Oh, this and this. Oh, that has potential to be so good. Oh, come on, opponent. Don't wreck me. Just let us get through this turn. I think we're in a good shape now, though. Because we're making flyers bigger than they're making. And we're at 12. And we could just chump block with these channelers if we have to. And actually, we're one mana away from turning these into... Or 1 spell away from turning these into 4/4s. Wait, it says 3. Oh, yeah, because there's 2 Seas of Spoils. All right. I think we're in good shape now. Oh, the opponent's just... All right, we're just going to attack with everything, I guess. They're completely mana down here, so don't have a problem blocking. We kind of get to do what we want for... Oh, yeah, they're just giving up here. Actually, we'll block here, block here, block here. I don't even care. Am I even letting you just keep the Clarion Spirit for sport? That's terrible. Here, let's do that. That makes more sense. And then we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all right. And we know we're about to get a lot more life. Yeah. Well, they were dead anyway. There's a link for those you... Oh, wait, what? Oh, I must type the link wrong. youtube.com/PowrDragn. There you go. If anybody wants it, have at it. Ooh, we get to go first. I'm going to mulligan this because this hand's way too slow. This one's worse. I should have just kept the last hand. I just swapped the land for a pass collar. All right, guess I'll keep it then. Oh, man. This is a hurtful hand. That is not helping deck. But yeah, also, while I have a moment, if you don't know, check out shop.ultrapro.com. Cool place to get stuff for your Magic things. But not just Magic. They do have stuff for Pokemon, anime themed stuff, just all kinds of other things. So go check that out. Even better, if you want something and you don't want to order it through the site, and you want to support your local store, just take the name and the item number to your local store and have them order it for you. Ultra Pro actually really supports that, which is a big reason I like working with Ultra Pro. They're big supporters of local game stores. Alright. Well, I guess this is mono red dragons. Or did they just not get their other color yet? Nope, they're foretelling some things over there. I don't know what things are just yet. We don't really get anything for this right off the bat. Yeah, we had the super slow hand and we've only really drawn lands. Like, literally, we've drawn all lands since our opener. So yeah, we're in pretty bad shape here. Don't know what we're gonna do in all reality. I mean, I could kick this. I mean, foretell it, and then, but this, this whole thing's just bad. Bad, bad, bad. I mean, we don't even get anything for this, and it's just gonna die. Like, we know it's gonna die. Do you actually have blue mana? You're gonna counter this? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, we're dead. Like, I kept a bad hand, and it just got worse. So, more than I wanted it to be honest. And they're not going to get nearly as many views as my normal stuff, so if you'd be so kind, please go back, watch those videos, check them out. It's super cool. It helps me out a bunch if you watch those things. We'll keep this. Everybody wants lots of beginner level content, strategy stuff, but people don't watch it nearly as much. That's why you don't see that many content creators doing it, unfortunately. I totally get where they're coming from. I don't know what this opponent is up to. I'm going to go ahead and take this just as future insurance. Shambling Gas. And tap Gas and Sentinel for... No, nothing. Alright. Can't say I saw that coming. I mean, if I attack, they block, they get a treasure. They might need... But even then, if you didn't need the mana then, you'd only have 3. Oh, do we care about attacking here? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just do this. Maybe this is the play. Let's see what they do. Jund. Okay. Maskwood Nexus. Oh, so they're doing that stuff. Got it. Okay. Well, here's our plan then. We're just going to go Aura. I think... Attack. I mean, I assume they're just going to play the Skeletal Swarming here. Yep, see? Told you. Knew it was going to be Skeletal Swarming. No surprises. No surprises at all. Question is, what do I want to do here? With 22 life, I can get to 25 life. I could block something. I mean, I also take this. Just keep them from getting more skeletal swarmings, I guess. Probably the right play. Might as well attack. I mean, this has kind of been my issue here. With people, everybody's been saying, like, you should play Maskwood Nexus Skeletal Swarming. My problem is, you could just play better cards. Like, you don't have to waste time playing the Maskwood Nexus. Why is this the attack from the opponent? I mean, I guess if you put us down, then our creatures die. Because we lose our righteous bonus. But... okay. I mean, I guess I'll block here. If you need the treasure, then I guess I'll force you to do it the hard way. Alright. Sure. Ooh. Wanted to draw something Other than that, that is for sure. So here, if we get rid of that, they lose all their bonuses. And opponent takes... Well, you can block now with the Jaspera Sentinel, so we kind of have to do this. Sucks we have to give him a card, though. But I think it's correct. Alright, bonuses go away. We get in there with our duders. Yep. You can make a thing and block. I don't mind one bit. And then we will... Wait, that shouldn't have worked that way. This should be dead. Because this is a trigger from the lifelink. Yeah, I think my opponent got robbed there. I think that's wrong. Pretty sure that should have traded. No, but it has to... Doesn't it? But doesn't it still have to deal damage first for the thing? Well, I mean, I guess it's at the end of damage resolution. You're still in the same step before it dies. I guess it doesn't die. Just looks weird. Yeah. Oh, we're going to exile something now? We're at that stage. But this is kind of what I'm saying. Like, if Massive Ignatius is any other, like, useful card, it's just way better than other stuff you can do right now. I mean, if you're going to exile something, it's probably Aura, opponent. Oh. Well, that's mostly fine, I guess. We'll just get back Professor of Symbology. Sure. Get Expanded Anatomy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're so dead already against mono green here. Yep, coming after us, and then play a wolf, I assume. No, Ranger class. Almost as bad. Gross. This is not good. I don't know what to do here. I think we have to do this. Discard this. Okay, that's reasonable. We at least can play Valkyrie and this next turn. And can set up something with Aura the following turn, maybe? I mean, this is not going to be a pretty couple of turns for me. I think the opponent should have spread their counters around. Oh, that's not bad, though. Over the next couple turns, if we can get everything dead. I'd have to be really careful to not use this treasure, though, to make that happen. Is there a way we can get around that? Not really. Yeah. Don't think we have a way. Alright. Well, we're just going to do what we can do. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan, and sometimes that's all you got. Yeah, if you don't find that deck, Mark, I'll link it here in a second. I assume they're going to be trying to kill the Righteous Valkyrie here. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, because even if they just have Blizzard Brawl, you can just make the Swarm Shambler 3/3 and... Oh, yeah, just do that and then fight the Valkyrie. That's fine. Oh, they don't have anything. It's just the wolf coming through. Oh, man, that's good. Okay. I shouldn't be that excited, but that's a big deal. That is really big. Oh, that's a problem, though. Okay, then. Alright, we now are 1 mana short, technically. We're going to have to draw another one, but This is getting us closer to where we want to be. This will die. It can get us back a thing. Alright. I don't necessarily want to block with the Valkyrie if we don't have to yet. But we'll send it to the graveyard on the turn, if we get there, the turn before we try to Haunting Voyage. Though I say that, well, I might double block something here, actually. Since they've shown they don't have a fight spell, they don't have inscriptions. I'll probably just double block like a Chariot. And then just let them choose what goes to the graveyard. Do they want to kill Aura, or do they want to kill the Valkyrie? I'll let it be their pick. But next turn, I think it's just foretell this, put this into play, plan on chump blocking with it, hoping we can stick this whole combination, Valkyrie, Aura, whatever, get a 4/4 token, get more life. Like, we're gonna need it to be a big turn. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna need it to be real big. And that does not make easy because that tramples. We are at 21 though, so that's good. Man, we need to top deck a land. Like, that's the only way we're gonna feel remotely good about this situation, is if a land comes up here. There's the Blizzard Brawl. Knew it was somewhere. Well, it's alright. All the same things are going to the graveyard, so it won't be a big deal. Okay. So the best thing here would be if we drew another small cleric we could play, or another Valkyrie, and then got a land the next turn. That'd probably be the best thing. So let's hope for that scenario, because that's really good for us. Alright, so we're going to take... we take 12? We'd still block these and gain 2. I don't know if that's ideally correct, but maybe. Thanks for the stars there, by the way. Oh, that's the second time, Mark. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna have to get really lucky to survive next turn, I think. Okay, that's at least a cleric. That's something. That's something. We'll get 1 point of life out of it. Oh, actually, you know what? The question becomes, do I need to just go get the other land? Like, how likely are we to survive? Because I could just get... Oh, let me do some math real quick. So it's 5, 9. Assuming we tap some combination of creatures. We still have 2 more in hand. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We could block the Chariot. I mean, I think we can live, and we're going to gain 2 off the land search thing. Oh, actually, wait. Can we even do that? Because we haven't played a land this turn. So we could foretell and play that? Okay, sure. I guess that's what we do. Whew, this is going to be real tight. We'll just get that. Foretell this. Okay. Here's hoping. We need them to not get a fight spell or something. I think that's the only way we can survive. Oh, this is so close. If it works, though, we get a lot of life out of this. Because we get 4, 7, 8, 9, plus the 4 from the Valkyrie. Making a token would be another 4, so that's 13. Still don't think we live, but it at least puts us in a scenario that we're not dead. Weird. I wonder if their hand's bad enough that they were looking at just going 3rd level in their Ranger class. I would like to be in a scenario where I could actually kill something and still live, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're going to spread our blocks around. Oh, they did just level the Ranger class. Huh. Alright. So I guess it's tap 2 Sentinels and the Cat to activate the Chariot. Okay. Okay, some combination thereof, but so far, things are still as expected. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 17. All right. So we can stop this and take 8, 12. I guess that's what we do. Because this tramples. I'd rather this just be out of the way. All right. Those both die. I was wondering if there's some reason they left the other Despair Sentinel up, but it doesn't appear to be. Alright. Get all the things back. Call Cleric. The boat's bringing a lot of folks back. We're going to get Mascot Exhibition. Go all the way up to 20. All right. We're back in business. And we have Null Priest of Oblivion. So we can actually let something die and still get it back. And get that trigger again. So we can actually block with the Harbinger here. Let the Harbinger die. Get back Harbinger and Null Priest. Get 1 point. And then that'll put us over 27 life. Depending on how they attack here, obviously. And now they know we have the Mascot Exhibition for more blockers. Man, the boat worked. The boat worked, everybody. Expanded Anatomy, sure. You can have it. Don't even care. Alright, how are you going to attack, opponent? What's that mystery card in your hand? Also, the cool part here is if I block with something like, say, Professor of Symbology and something bigger, that'll go to the graveyard and trigger from Aura, and then we get the other thing back, too. Alright, Old Growth Troll. That's if it's a creature, that's fine. That's exactly what we wanted to see. That is totally okay here. Oh, actually, we can block with Valkyrie, Aura, and that, and we get Aura and the small thing back, and then we can just get Valkyrie back. Oh, that's really good. So let's do that. Alright, so our plan should be block here and here. And then we'll block here. And you know what? I'll block there with that and Angel. If we can take out their biggest creatures on this attack, that seems totally worth it. Losing the Angel kind of sucks. Actually, if we're going to do that, let's keep the Angel. Let's block with this, because that's also more life. They're tapped out on mana, or they don't have cards anyway. So that kills that, that kills that. Seems good. And we don't take any damage? That's a great turn. And we have lifelink stuff going off here? Oh, this is awesome. I guess they can add a counter here, though, actually. That was a mistake. They'll get to keep that alive. Guess it doesn't matter, really, though. Yeah, exactly. So. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. We're just going to go for it. Shambling Gas. Doesn't tell us anything about our opponent's deck. Alright. For telling stuff, usually that's going to be like a Poison the Cup. Wow, they didn't even attack. Did they assume we had like a haste creature or something here? Well, unfortunately for them, we have a whole lot of nothing. So we just effectively time walked ourselves. We don't have anything. So this is kind of okay, right? We can play Valkyrie, assume the Valkyrie's gonna die, play Aura, let Aura die. Oh, well, that's not good for us. I'm a fan of that card too. Yeah. I mean, we know it's gonna die, but what you gonna do? Oh, had the same person back to back and lost both. Yeah, that's unfortunate when that happens. All right. Well, I'm gonna assume the Righteous Valkyrie is gonna get a poisoned cup here. No. Then what does the opponent have here? Oh, is it maybe a Doomscar? No, they didn't go get a Plains. They're playing blue, though. I guess maybe it could be Epiphany or some such. We're definitely not blocking for 1 point. That's not in our interest there, opponent. I think I just want to play another Valkyrie here. Though, this is starting to look appealing if we can get this stuff in the graveyard. But I want to save this stuff. There's a good chance they have some sort of sweeper, especially playing Snowlands. So we'll just work up to that. And then if they sweep the board, they sweep the board. We'll try to thwart the grave down the line. See what we can get. I am a little hesitant to put something in the graveyard because they have the 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which could be unfortunate. So if they do sweep the board, we're probably going to need to do whatever we do, like the turn immediately after. Yeah, we're not blocking. I mean, not sure what they intended there, but we definitely weren't going to block. That is for sure. So part of me wants to put this in the yard. So if the sweeper does happen, we can just play the full 6 for this. And then get maybe Valkyrie plus Harbinger back. Because I feel like that's what's going to happen next turn. And I could be wrong. But I'd rather play it safe here. And if they just eat our Harbinger next turn with an attack, like, so be it. I'm okay with it. Like, if things don't go our way, they don't go our way. Oh, the opponent's like, what? Why is this going to the graveyard? Oh, test a talent set? Okay. That's kind of alright. I mean, we don't get the mana we wanted, but sure. And honestly, we'd rather test the talents at that than this. If I was the opponent, I would have let this go, waiting for the other thing. You know what I mean? Waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. That's what I would have been after. Alright, and we get to draw a card, which was the land we wanted anyway. So, great. That all worked. We're not going to attack, so if they do decide to attack with their... well, there's the poison in the cup. Well, that's unfortunate. Sadly, they've now seen our deck, so they're going to attack with that Hive of the Eye Tyrant. There's not a damn thing we can do about it. Alright, well, I guess we just lost this one. Slow hand is slow. Yep, you totally attack with that Hive of the Eye Tyrant, opponent, because I would. I don't blame you one bit. I mean, I guess they really need the treasure, so I'm like, cool. No blocks. Alright, I guess this is what we're doing. No attacks. So now if they play a sweeper, we can then go ahead, thwart the grave. Which is probably what's about to happen here. But they know we have the thwart the grave too, so maybe they don't want to? I don't know. This is a weird situation to try to figure out. But in case they're wondering, I'm willing to... I don't even need to block here, actually. Funny thing is, the opponent's mistake was not taking the Harbinger, but I kind of get why they don't want us to have double Valkyrie, too. Yep, there's the blood on the snow, as expected. Alright, so we just have to hope they don't have a second one. Oh, that's not bad to draw here, though. We'll get this, and we'll get this. Alright. I was say, it's your call, opponent. What you gonna do, brother? Alright, they're gonna sack and draw. Come on, let us draw a Professor of Symbology. Exile that Nighthawk. That'd be great. Okay, well, no luck there. So I think Aura has to come into play, just so if stuff starts dying, we can take advantage of that. Kind of want to do this too, but this feels greedy, because then if they do find the sweeper after all the sack action here, we end up in a worse spot. So let's do this. Okay, they don't have a counter. We're going to get at least another 6/6 here, because we now gain the 5 from Aura. I think we just attack with both. Let them block the Harbinger. They only lose 3. Actually, you know what? To hell with it. They're just coming. You choose what you want to block, opponent. You either get Valkyrie or you get Harbinger. I don't care. I mean, we have a backup Valkyrie anyway. Yep, I would block that. Interesting that they didn't sacrifice it. Might be another sweeper here. And then we just get Valkyrie plus Null Priest back, and then play Harbinger from our hand. Now we've given ourselves all types of protection against sweepers. I've done what I could. Alright, they're going to draw a card. I mean, our creatures are so big, they don't even really have a good attack with their Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Kaya? Alright. I don't know if Kaya cuts it or not. But exiling does matter. That is a big deal. We are going to... play Harbinger. Attack Kaya, since they can't block that, and attack the opponent. And we'll be gaining at least 4.
Well, this job was a bust.
All right. We're staring at lethal again. Sure. I mean, attack and remove something from the yard? Or you just need a creature to sacrifice? Deadly Dispute, sure. Thanks for the like, by the way. Alright, opponent. You've got 4 mana. What are you doing? Gotta at least kill one of the flyers, or that's gonna be lethal. Search for Glory, they're dead. Oh, that's not true. They gain life, actually. So they're not dead. And they found another blocker. All right. That's something. Ooh. Hold up. Oh, no, but it's exiled. They exiled the right. I was thinking I was going to play the aura, and then the aura was going to be able to die and then get back a Valkyrie, but that's not a thing. So what do we do? Do we play a Magmatic Channeler to try to set up another card to end the game? Do we just attack with the flyer so they don't get to block with their Shambler? But I mean, the treasure doesn't really matter here. It's kind of an irrelevant scenario. And we gain more life to make another 4/4, so it's fine. Actually, yeah, they'd have to double block the Null Priest anyway. They could double block Aura and then kill it. And then we just replace it with our other Aura. Sure, we'll kill that. Actually, if we don't kill that, we can just let them keep it, actually, right? Okay, that's an interesting way to block, but we don't kill it. So they don't even kill our aura. We don't have to worry about replacing it. So sure, we'll do this. A little bit of overkill though, because I mean, if they get a sweeper, we just lose our Magmatic Channeler, but whatever. They dies. Well, that deck's a hell of a roller coaster. Like, you have so many late game comebacks, crazy big things you do, like big swings in the game every which way. You can survive a lot of different sweepers. That's pretty cool. But I will say, this takes a few games to really get right. Like, you really have to understand where your best lines of play are coming from, what you're even digging for at different times to understand, like, how should you save your mana? How should you spend your mana? Like, should you chump block with a thing? There's a lot of little plays that aren't obvious with this deck. So if you're a novice player, I would caution you before spending your resources to build this deck, because it could be very frustrating. If you're an experienced player, you might really enjoy that level of interaction. So up to you. I just want to put that out there to kind of save some people some grief. Now, for today's spotlight, we're going to talk about Devoted Caretaker. And this is a card that is really kind of simple. It's a 1 mana 1/2, which is fine. And then you give something protection from Instants and Sorceries. That's it. Like, kind of simple. Not really hexproof, but kind of. And it's actually pretty affordable. So if you ever want one for your decks, they only go for about $4 or $5 right now, even being from Odyssey. I just one of those cards I kind of forgot about and just saw one recently and figured, maybe this is something I should remind people about, because it's actually a pretty useful little card. Don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below. And you can also get links to all of my streaming stuff over on Facebook Gaming or on Twitch. Or if you just want to come by the Discord, if you want to get deck help, ask a question, or even just talk about today's deck and get help with how to play it. You can do all of that in our Discord, and it's open to the public. Doesn't matter if you're a supporter, follower, subscriber, whatever. We're open to everybody. And finally, speaking of which, if you haven't, please consider hitting the support, subscribe, like buttons, leave a comment. All that stuff really helps our videos gain reach on every platform that it's on. So please, do that a little bit. It's a couple of seconds, helps out so very much. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.